What's up, guys? Matthew from FYSB here once again with another recap. And in this one, we actually did match Forbidden Junior, so one of our family clans. Forbidden being the main clan or a sister clan to Forbidden Junior. I'm not too sure which one. But let's just get into this. There weren't exactly too many 10v10 triples. No, not 10v10, my bad. No, yeah, I think it was 10v10. I don't remember how many we did get. It was probably about, give me 1 second. Alright, yeah, I can't really look it up now, but I remember reading the 10v10 count, and I don't think it was too much. So I think we'll only be doing like a shorter recap than usual, not too much. So I guess we'll just hop into this. First one, an 11v11 coming in from Mem, and not sure how to exactly pronounce his name, but it's just a I don't know, this swag heroes on this one. Maybe he uses them on the back end, but it is a quad Lalo, I believe. So it goes in, and once again, we're seeing like these kind of like this new what do you call it? You know, like spam deployment along with the clone spell in the core, just to get the loons kind of multiplied and kind of moving faster. You know, dealing more damage. And using the heroes for the back end, where you see a lot of point defense and splash damage, which is really really devastating to the loons. So he actually does end up crushing this one. A lot of the attacks now at Tunnel 10 or Tunnel 11 these days, it's just an 11v11. Because the meta still hasn't like kind of in terms of bases shifted to completely anti-3s. There are clans using anti-2.5s, I believe, in like CWL Invite, for example, but I don't think too many clans have shifted over to anti-2.5s. These anti-2 bases are just pretty easy to triple. It's actually not too hard. Yeah, so Mav comes away here with a nice triple with the air. Always nice seeing the air attacks. I know Queen Walk Bowler Witch is another good one at Tunnel 11, which is pretty common. But I prefer seeing air. I guess it's just a bit less spammy. Moving on down, we'll get to let's get to Danny. He usually does some nice Bowler Witch attacks, even though it is spam. But you know, I'm always gonna showcase the ones who kind of have to make it fair. You know, everyone has their own attack strategy that they prefer. So comes in here. Not too many point defenses on the outside. You can see that the 9 o'clock side is pretty packed with point defense and splash damage. It's just I guess it's a really big kill squad that must be taken down for any type of hog attack. So he's wall breaking in here, and he's going to get nice double jump value pretty much completely across the whole base. And he's just going to smash this one. Golem is nicely tanking for the wizard tower down there. Doesn't counter the Hound CC, but you know, that's not too much of a bigger problem. Queen just lags behind a bit. She'll still take the jump though, and just the bowlers in King are under rage. They're just crushing through everything. Not too much that could stop them at this point, besides the splash damage. Queen and King make it nicely to that last compartment there, and doesn't have too much tanking left, but it will be. He does have enough DPS to kind of finish off the space. I'm just gonna fast forward here a bit. I believe he does swag the Queen ability. Not really gonna be able to use it. Doesn't really have to use it. Yeah, so just a nice attack to Danny. Really comes out here with the spam attack. Even though, you know, not many people like watching the spam, but yeah, as I said before, everyone has their own attack strategy. I might not like something, for example, you like, per se. We got Doom going in. Um, I did watch this one live, I believe. Cold-blooded, what's it called? Cold-blooded Goboho drops the loons there with the haste spell just to get that mortar down. Would have been nice if he like if they probably had gone to the oh, never mind. Probably wouldn't have gone to the archer towers, but yeah, it wouldn't really matter. Um, Drops the golem. There's nothing luring that golem away to the outskirts of the base. Tesla does pop, which is kind of sketchy there. You know, probably gonna have some trouble with the wall breakers, but he does get it in eventually. Gets the rage down, and the wall breakers do make it through nicely. So damage CC comes out, which is pretty, you know, for a ground attack, it's really nice seeing the damage CC. You know, your queen won't have to take out the your queen won't have to spend too much time taking out the lava hound. If it were a lava hound, or maybe like some form of hard CC, directly targets the inferno with the hogs and drops a nice spot. Drops a nice heal in the right spot. It's kind of easy to predict where to drop heals on these symmetrical bases. You typically have some areas with a bit more DPS than others usually, but it kind of makes for nice pathing A, B, as I said. It does make for better heal placements. You just know where to place them, I guess. So let's hold on to a heal spell. Yeah, it drops the heal, although probably, nah, kind of was needed, I guess. Yeah, so Hogs nicely split, take out everything, and he's just going to crush this base. You know, maybe crush is an overstatement, but he does get the job done. All right. Moving down to the next attack. Oh, Danny coming in there with a nice one. Yeah, so Danny did get a nice 6-pack, Tunnel 10. We have Han Solo, who is, I believe this is, I mentioned in the last video that this is Yorick or Jesse, but it turns out it's actually Ali. So, you know, not giving credit where it's due there, but I did put it in the description. So, I believe Yorick did retire, so it's probably going to be a bit more predictable to know who attacked on Han Solo. So it's a leak with a Suihiro Lalo, which he kind of does across each town hall level. I believe he does. No, he doesn't. Never mind. My bad. He doesn't get the enemy queen, but despite having no wall breakers, the barbarians and the barb king did actually end up being through the wall. So drops his Lalo, going to be going clockwise across the base, starting from 9 o'clock. Has some nice loon pathing as well. Not too many loon splits going on either, so not too many splash damage defenses, you know, around the core of the base. So the loons in the core are just going to get some work done despite having no tanking. Nicely drops the rage spell. Just not too much that could take down this. Not too much that could take down his loons. The back end there is kind of nasty, but he's gonna have some more loons left up and a haste spell, so he should be getting through this. It does kind of get sketchy at the end there, especially if the lava pops onto the CC Hound, but you know, it should be good. Yeah, he should still get the 3-star. So good job to Ali. That was a nice attack. I always love seeing Suihiro Lalos at Town Hall 11. Oh, I'm sorry, yeah, Town Hall 10. Kind of confusing, both of them. But you know, what's a Warrior Cap without Rogers? He has some epic Queen Charge Lalos, or Queen Charge Lalunians, otherwise known as the TDH. I always love seeing Queen Charge Lalos or Queen Charge Hogs, just any Queen Charge attack at Town Hall 9 or Town Hall 10 or Town Hall 11, which, you know, does get the job done. Gets a big chunk of the base. Queen Charges are just my favorite attack to A, use, and B, watch, especially if it's someone better than me. Doing it just becomes fantastic to watch. I was watching a couple of streams over the weekend of the CWL Invite Wars, and it's just a mix of now the meta has shifted to a mix of everything, and especially with the single ITs, there isn't too many Town Hall 10 bases you could queen charge. So, you know, seeing a Town Hall 10 queen charge, especially if the attacker does phase the queen ability through the single ITs, it does really make a nice queen charge. So anyways, time to stop kind of ranting on about queen charges, but Roger's queen doing some nice work, and he's gonna start the air portion here. Nicely gonna go counterclockwise around the base. Two hounds should get everything. The Expo is nicely locked onto the queen, so not gonna deal with the loons. Aren't really gonna have a problem really. Yeah, but he does get his loons down. Drops the second rage spell. Has 5 more minions just to hold on to see where he needs to drop them. But yeah, there's no way this shouldn't be working out for him. I don't remember if I caught this live or not. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But no, I don't think I did. Rogers is, I believe, in a different time zone than I am. So it's probably like 12, 13 hours between us. So I probably wouldn't have caught it live. Let's see. Well, we caught Ali at Tunnel 10. Let's take a look at Phil. I don't think I featured him before. So Phil coming in with the, what is this? Cold-blooded Gobo Lalo, I believe. Maybe not a Gobo Lalo, maybe just a Golalo. But, you know, Bowler CC is pretty common nowadays at Tunnel 9. So, kind of wouldn't be surprised if I did see Gobo Lalo. Yeah, I'm just going to fast forward through this entry here. Yeah, I don't think it is a Gobolalo. I think it's just a normal Golalo. I don't think does he get the air fence there? It kind of looks sketchy. Queen is kind of lagging behind, but I don't think it should be too much of a big problem. I think he's got a phase ability. Maybe, does he? I'm not too sure. Yeah, so it does look like he's going to get it with just with a sliver of health left on the queen. Starts his Lalo going clockwise across the base from 12 o'clock. And the pathing from here on is just straightforward. Not too much left to worry about. Kind of just going to fast forward through this one. It has a shit ton of loons up, and I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. He does get by with, yeah, didn't swag the haste, which I probably thought he would have. But, yeah, it gets down so he doesn't, you know, doesn't risk anything. Always better to be safe than sorry, especially on these fresh hits. Probably going to showcase one more hit. I don't know, we see a lot of Aaron. Probably going to show, I don't want to show any witch hits. Yeah, this is a witch hit. Let me see. Let's show Miha. No, it's a witch hit. Oh god. Let's see Jesse. I think he does some. No, this is a witch hit. Oh my god. yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to show Aaron maybe. Let me just see if there is. I don't know if I've shown Junior before, but I guess I guess we've done enough base burning for now. Let's just show Aaron. Um, so Aaron coming in with the Sui Drag and Mass Hog. So this is a pretty interesting attack. I believe back in the old meta when people used to use a lot of Sui Drags for the Queen, I think that was a pretty common attack in those days. I don't think there were 5 of them, to be completely honest with you. Just because of the meta back then, the air defenses weren't really on one side of the base. They were like kind of spread out. Over here you see them more of kind of just on one side usually, or maybe just offset. So it does really create this nice opening for a Sui Drag. Sui Drag with a Rage spell. They do get some nice value. Do they? No, it would have been nice if they got the Bomb Tower. But the Drags do get an Expo, just barely, but they do get it. The CC is moving over towards the heroes. And I just want to point something out. If he had, I believe the Queen's going to take out this archer or cannon and this air defense. He should have some pretty straightforward pathing. He just send in the hogs from the 3 to 5 o'clock side, and it's just going to be some nice pathing. Not really too much to worry about. Let's hit a small giant bomb on the outside, but that's not going to do too much. Did start the hogs from the upper portion, but that's really not going to matter. Still has some nice pathing either way. Probably just going to fast forward a bit through the hogging portion. Probably want to keep this video around 16, maybe 17 minutes long. I have been making some long videos, which I probably have mentioned that I want to decrease the time of. Probably make it a bit shorter. Yeah, it does actually surprisingly get kind of close at the end. But yeah, the last hog, just hanging on with a sliver of health. But he does get it on. He does get it. And yeah, so I guess the triple was kind of sketchy towards the ending, but you know, triple's a triple no matter what. So a nice attack to Aaron, and well, I do feel guilty about not showing any 10v11s. If there are any crazy ones, I think I'll show them. Oh, 60, was it? That's town 11. Arrow. Yeah, so not too many high percentage ones to show. Just to look at what they did on our side. Probably got, what is that? They got, what's their number 5? Let me check out their, that's town 11. Yeah, so I think the town 10 start at 8. So that's a town 11 dip, that's a dip, that's a dip, that's a 10v10. So they got 1, they got, let's see, 2. Yeah, so they only got 2 10v10s to about our 5 or 6 10v10s. So I guess that was the difference maker in the match, especially with those 2 11v11s, one by Mam and one by Edge. So thank you guys for sticking around this far into the recap. I'll be bringing more recaps for FYSB in the near future. Just gonna see, because we don't have a CWL war this weekend. We do have a bye week. So probably gonna come in maybe with a couple of random spins. Maybe with another episode of live from the tracks. Probably not gonna do that one too much. Maybe just some like occasional glimpses at the live attacks. We did actually end up matching the back road. So I might do something for that. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.